With us now is Academy Award-winning screenwriter and activist Dustin Lance Black. Dustin, hey, welcome to What's Trending.
Thanks, Lance.
I love that I feel like I'm interviewing myself here, Lance.
I know.
Right, Lance?
Lance, too. You're Lance 1.
Yes, well,
yeah,
I'll take number 1. I'll
all
take
right.
that. Although I don't have an Oscar, but all right. So I hear you're writing Earthquake for Bad Robot, but it's not the Charlton Heston remake. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
It's at Universal, so it's related in that it has the same parents. But no, you know, it's with JJ Abrams, and we're going a little bit of a different direction with it. You know, I was in the San Francisco earthquake and the Northridge earthquake, and I just thought there's so much we haven't discussed about what an earthquake really is and who it really affects. And in this city in particular, I think it'll affect a lot of people we don't talk enough about. So.
Right, and I feel like the big one's coming. Do you feel it? I just feel it in the air. Like,
I hope not. I hope not.
Crazy. But, all right, so it says here, now, you wrote the Prop 8 play, which is crazy, and I'm going to be playing Paul in San Diego next month.
I know, so you're really just plugging it. You brought me on to plug yourself.
To plug all my
That's
stuff.
great. That's great.
But it's been seen over 650,000 times on YouTube since March.
Right.
What impact did you want to have on the conversation about civil rights?
Well, I mean, I had the privilege of being in the actual trial, listening every single day, and it was amazing to watch both sides, those in favor of equality and those opposed to it, come in and have to raise their right hand and testify under oath, and to watch the sort of lies and myths and stereotypes about gay and lesbian families kind of fall apart under oath when people have to tell the truth or go to jail. And it was just really upsetting that the other side had made sure cameras were banned, so the American public would never know.
Of course, yeah.
And so this play for me was just to make sure that the word could get out there, that people could see what happened in that case, see what happened in the trial. Because I think better than anything else, the truth shines a light that will set people free. And I think that's the goal. I'm glad we got it on YouTube and everyone's watching it there. I really want people to go catch a play in their own hometown. You're in one of them in San Diego.
Right. I mean, you had Brad Pitt. You had all these amazing A-listers doing the Prop 8 play. What was that like working with them?
I'm more excited about seeing your show, I gotta say. I want to see you play one of the plaintiffs.
That's why I love this, Lance.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, Kimberly, what do the fans in the chat room want to know?
Well, I do have a question. Okay, here's the thing. What was it like to work with Clint Eastwood on J. Edgar?
With Clint. I mean, I love Clint. Clint and I don't always agree politically, much like him with his children lately, I hear. But you know, Clint's he's like a father figure to me, and he was always really open to my input. And you know, I went in really afraid. If I have a note, I don't want a ‘44 Magnum put in my face. That's not the Clint that I met. He was a really collaborative, cool guy.
All right, so give us your thoughts on the presidential election. Who do you think, or what do you think is the most important issue right now?
Well, I think there's a lot of important issues. There's one that I think people aren't talking enough about, and that's civil rights. It's sort of been lost in the conversation. A little bit about women's rights, almost nothing about gay and lesbian rights or racial minority equality. And I think what I would love people just to think about is the makeup of the U.S. Supreme Court. That's where civil rights are decided. That's where they're codified. And if you like the Prop 8 play and you want that to become law, we can't have that court become a 7-2 conservative court. That is something that Mitt Romney has said that he would like to see happen. I'm not going to tell you how to vote. I'm just going to say, please go out there and vote. But if having a court that doesn't find minority rights to be a priority, if that disturbs you, that idea, then I think it's clear who you need to vote for.
And it should disturb everyone. Are you kidding me?
I think right now we have a balanced court, tipping a little bit conservative. If Obama stays in office, that's how it's going to stay. If Romney is elected, it will become a 7-2 conservative court. And a lot of issues to people who are minorities in any way, women, racial minorities, LGBT people, workers, you know, those issues are going to get hit hard in a 7-2 conservative court.
Right. So go educate yourself, people. Educate yourself. Okay, October is Bullying Prevention Month. You do a lot for advocating, you know, bullying. Do you think all
I don't advocate bullying.
Well, against bullying. I'm sorry. Slip. Do you think all the attention paid to this issue has made a real difference for bullied teens?
You know, I think any time we can have the discussion, You know, people have said over the past couple of years, wow, there's been this huge wave of bullying and this huge wave of LGBT teen suicide and teens in crisis, and I'm like, that's not true at all. It's always been that way. We're finally talking about it, and the media is finally paying attention.
Right.
And that is life-saving, I think, because people are finally realizing we can't go and attack our young people constantly for who they are, and it's something that has to change.
Is there anything else that should be done for bullying?
To stop bullying,
Yeah.
I really think it's understanding. And we hear messages of inequality from a few places, from our own families,
Right.
from our churches, and from the United States government. You know, I still work very closely with my old church, the Mormon Church, to make sure that they're moving forward. I don't want to go to war with the Mormon Church. I want to work with them to make sure they understand who gay and lesbian people
Right.
truly are, get the word out about them. And I think
And
the
they've
same,
changed their stance too.
They're moving.
From the Prop 8 days to now.
I think anybody, I don't think it's a red issue or a blue issue, a conservative or a liberal issue, LGBT equality. I think if you understand who gay and lesbian people truly are, you come to a place of equality. And I'm seeing that even in the Mormon Church, and it's a real testament to introducing ourselves and to making our truth known.
Yeah. Very nice. All right.
It's a friendly audience.
Good guy
It's
right
a friendly
here.
audience.
This is a future politician right here.
I don't know about that.
Great.
No.
All right, guys. Well, I want to thank Dustin Lance Black. Keep up with him at DustinLanceBlack.com or follow him at Twitter at DLanceBlack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Lance.